I want to bring in our colleague, Ali Bauman. She spent time at Buckingham Palace today where many mourners were also gathering. And Ali, I know that the King came out to greet some of them there today.
Fans were thrilled when William made a bold move that surprised both Camilla and Harry, marking Catherine's return to the spotlight.
This is also a time of change for my family. I count on the loving help of my darling wife, Camilla.
The royal family has seen its share of ups and downs, especially with recent events. Many are now wondering what this means for the future of the monarchy and King Charles' plans for the throne. Could William be preparing to take on a much bigger role? Let's dive into these shocking moves that will change the royal family's future forever. William's move shakes the royal prince. William, with the go-ahead from King Charles, made a bold move concerning some delicate matters involving Queen Camilla's son and Prince Harry. A source close to the family suggests this decision might really shake things up, possibly upsetting both Queen Camilla and Prince Harry. On another note, Princess Catherine is gearing up to get back to her royal duties by early August after bravely fighting cancer. She went through 6 months of chemotherapy, but is now on the mend and ready to take on her responsibilities again. But what shocking thing did William uncover that led to such a drastic move? And how will it affect the fragile peace within the royal family? Stay tuned as we reveal the truth behind his decision that could change everything. Just a while ago, Prince William stepped into a big role previously held by his dad, King Charles III. He became the Colonel-in-Chief of the Army Air Corps during a special ceremony at the Army Aviation Center in Hampshire, England. This role was something his dad cherished for over 3 decades, and now it's William's turn to lead. At this significant event, both father and son stood proudly next to an Apache helicopter to mark this new chapter.
As my heir, William now assumes the Scottish titles, which have meant so much to me. He succeeds me as Duke of Cornwall.
William, who's 41, wore the official patch his dad handed over, and wasted no time diving into his new duties. He spent time with the troops, learning about their roles, and even flew the Apache himself. This new position is extra significant because it ties back to Prince Harry, William's younger brother. Harry was part of this very regiment for 10 years and served as an Apache helicopter commander during his tours in Afghanistan. However, according to royal expert Katie Nicholl, this new role for William might be tough for Harry, who had to give up his military titles when he decided to step back from his royal duties in 2020. It sort of highlights that Harry isn't in the inner royal circle anymore, even though he is still celebrated in the Invictus community, which supports wounded veterans. Meanwhile, King Charles, at 75, keeps up with his royal duties even though he's been fighting his own battle with cancer. Revealed earlier this year, with everything going on, William is also stepping up to help keep the monarchy stable. It's a challenging time for the British royal family as they face some of their toughest challenges yet in 2024. Insiders say this might be one of the hardest times they've been through. With 3 key members who used to be central to the royal operations now missing, there's a big gap to fill. This shortage of active royal family members is a big hurdle for King Charles's reign. When Queen Elizabeth passed away on September 8th, Charles immediately became king. He was formally declared the monarch of Britain a few days later, in a ceremony broadcast across the country. Charles openly spoke about the heavy responsibilities that come with being king. Although not legally necessary, the coronation ceremony is a tradition that formally recognizes him as the head of state in the Church of England, symbolizing that his authority is divinely sanctioned. During this event, the Archbishop of Canterbury anointed him with oil, presented him with the traditional symbols of royalty, like the orb and scepter,
has brought his summer beard back to work with him as he returned to royal duties for an official engagement in London.
And for the first time placed the St. Edward's crown on his head. His wife Camilla was also officially crowned as the Queen Consort. The coronation ritual, which hasn't changed much since medieval times, has always been held at Westminster Abbey since the days of William the Conqueror in 1066. The last one for Elizabeth II in June 1953 was the first to be shown on TV. This time around, people from all over the globe could watch Charles's coronation live and share their reactions online, complete with a special crown emoji for the occasion. Charles planned his coronation to be less grand than his mother's, which lasted 3 hours with 8,000 guests. His was shorter, with around 2,800 guests, and it showcased the diverse religious fabric of the UK, with leaders from various faiths participating. This was in line with Charles's wish to be seen as a defender of faiths. With Charles's coronation marking a key moment, the focus now shifts to the challenges of leading a modern royal family. Charles and Camilla's grand ride to power. After the ceremony, Charles and Camilla took a 1.3-mile carriage ride from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey, and back in both a modern and a historic carriage, the latter being used in every coronation since 1831. The guest list included about 100 heads of state and other dignitaries, including Japan's Crown Prince Akishino and Spain's King Felipe VI. While no U.S. president has attended a British coronation, First Lady Jill Biden was present. Prince William played a significant role during the ceremony, pledging his loyalty to his father. However, Prince Harry, amidst recent tensions and revelations in his memoir, did not participate in the ceremony. He attended, but his wife, Meghan, stayed back in California with their kids. The coronation also unfolded against a backdrop of family drama. Harry was involved in legal battles with the British tabloids and claimed during a hearing that Buckingham Palace had made a deal with Rupert Murdoch's newspapers to settle phone hacking claims quietly with the Queen's approval.
My father's first words on entering Westminster Abbey yesterday were a pledge of service. It was a pledge to continue to serve.
Harry expressed that he was encouraged to drop his own lawsuit to help maintain a smooth relationship between his father and the press. Moreover, Charles's brother, Prince Andrew, who stepped down from royal duties due to his association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, had no role in the ceremony. Since launching the Prince's Trust in 1976 with 7,500 euros from his Navy severance pay, Charles has gone on to create 16 additional charitable organizations, serving as president for each. Collectively known as the Prince's Charities, this group is one of the largest multi-cause charitable enterprises in the UK, bringing in over 100 million euros a year. They work across various areas including education, youth, environmental sustainability, architecture, business, and international affairs. As the Prince of Wales, Charles also supported over 800 other charities and organizations. In 2010, Charles established the Prince's Charities Canada, modeled after the British organization, using his visits to Canada to highlight issues such as youth, disability, the environment, the arts, medicine, the elderly, heritage conservation, and education. He also founded the Prince's Charities Australia, based in Melbourne, to coordinate his charitable activities in Australia and globally. Throughout his life, Charles has been involved in numerous humanitarian projects, like participating in events for the 1998 International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. He was among the first to condemn the human rights violations of Romanian dictator Nicolae Ceausescu, and later supported the FARA Foundation, a charity aiding Romanian orphans and abandoned children. During 2021 and 2022, King Charles's charities caught the public's eye for taking money that the press said was iffy. Both the Prince's Foundation and the Prince of Wales's Charitable Fund, which were later renamed the King's Foundation and King Charles III Charitable Fund, faced inquiries after news broke about these funds.
Continue to inspire and lead our national conversations, helping to bring the marginal to the center ground, where vital help can be given.
In August 2021, the Prince's Foundation started looking into these allegations, with Charles's full support. The Charity Commission also checked into claims that money meant for the Prince's Foundation ended up with the Mahfouz Foundation. In February 2022, the Metropolitan Police began looking into cash for honors claims linked to the foundation. By August 2023, the police wrapped up their investigations and decided no further actions were needed. In June 2022, news came out that Charles had received 3 million euros in cash from the Qatari Prime Minister from 2011 to 2015. Although there was no sign of illegal activities or mishandling of these funds, the Charity Commission reviewed the case but decided not to go further with any investigations. That same month, it was also revealed that the Prince of Wales's charitable fund had accepted a donation of €1 million in 2013 from two half-brothers of Osama bin Laden. The Charity Commission said it was the trustees' job to decide on accepting donations and found no need for an investigation. Back in March 1988, Charles had a laser keyhole surgery on his right knee. Then in March 2003, he went through another surgery to fix a hernia. In 2008, doctors took out a non-cancerous growth from his nose. Fast forward to January 2024, Charles underwent a corrective procedure for benign prostate enlargement, which led to the postponement of some of his public events. Behind the royal events, a personal struggle is happening, one that could affect the future of the monarchy in ways no one expected. Charles's illness changes the royals. The next month, Buckingham Palace announced that doctors found cancer during the treatment, but it wasn't prostate cancer. Even with this news, Charles kept up with his royal duties from home. He stayed upbeat, showing his support for cancer charities and feeling confident about his recovery. In March, his wife Camilla stepped in for him at big events like the Commonwealth Day service and the Royal Maundy. Charles made his first public appearance since getting sick at the Easter service at Windsor Castle on March 31st. By April 2024, it was shared that Charles had made good progress in his treatment and was getting ready to start doing his public duties again. Since King Charles's cancer news became known, many people started wondering about what's next for the monarchy. The big question on everyone's mind is whether he plans to step down. Recently, King Charles spoke about his health situation for the first time, giving a clearer picture of his future plans. In January 2024, King Charles went to the hospital for a normal procedure to handle an enlarged prostate. However, less than 2 weeks after the operation, Buckingham Palace shared that doctors found a type of cancer during more tests. On February 5, 2024, the palace said that King Charles had started regular treatments and had been told by doctors to put off his public roles. Despite this, he continued to manage state affairs and official documents from behind the scenes. King Charles thanked his medical team for their quick actions, which were possible because of his recent hospital visit. He was hopeful about his treatment and eager to get back to full public roles soon.
As soon as the king dies, the palace will promptly notify British officials, from the Prime Minister to government members.
By sharing his health status, the king aimed to stop any rumors and hoped it would help people understand what others worldwide go through when dealing with cancer. Insider sources say this situation has made Prince William think about becoming king sooner than he might have planned. The topic of who's currently active in the royal family is quite interesting. The group of working royals is getting smaller, and their old age makes it clear there's a need for younger, more innovative, and energetic members. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who has recently dealt with cancer, now faces health challenges that add to the situation. Still, there's hope she'll fully recover and get back to her duties by August. When Prince William became the next in line to the British throne on September 8, 2022, after his father became King Charles III, it marked a new chapter for the monarchy. King Charles III has been clear about his plan to make the royal family more streamlined and modern, which is a big change from when his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, became queen in 1953. By 2023, the royal family had been reduced to just 11 working royals, most of whom were in their 70s, showing a big shift from the large royal family of the past. Queen Elizabeth II ruled for an impressive 7 decades, becoming the longest-serving monarch in British history. When she passed away in 2022, King Charles took the throne as the oldest monarch ever.
You're a future monarch. You've had a chance over more than 30 years now to observe our current monarch, the Queen.
One of his first acts as king was to give his elder son, William, the title of Prince of Wales. As the new Prince of Wales, William kept up his well-known support for big causes like fighting homelessness and tackling climate issues, all while keeping a private family life with his wife, Catherine, and their 3 kids. Like his father, William went to college and served as a pilot in the British military, and both men cared deeply about the environment. Born in 1982, William Arthur Philip Lewis is the first son of King Charles III and the loved Diana, Princess of Wales. Diana was known for her charity work and being easy to relate to, but she also faced a lot of media pressure, which many think played a part in her early death in 1997. Growing up, both Prince William and his younger brother, Prince Harry, were always in the media spotlight, with their personal lives and relationships often making news. Their weddings especially drew huge TV audiences around the world. While Prince William gets ready for more royal duties, tough choices about family and money bring new challenges to his role. William's big role in the future of the crown. William and Catherine, who both studied art history at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, got married in 2011. They quickly won the hearts of people both in the UK and around the world. On the other hand, Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, constantly faced harsh and sometimes racially biased media scrutiny. By 2020, they decided to step away from their royal responsibilities, drop their official titles, and move to California to enjoy a quieter life with their kids. This choice strained Harry's relationship with his brother William. The royal family encountered another big challenge in early 2024 when it was announced that 75-year-old King Charles had cancer. In response, Prince William started taking on more public duties, reinforcing his future role as the king. Prince William is pushing for a new version of the monarchy. Already known as the future king, William is now trying to change the royal institution based on recent events. Observers think the Prince of Wales wants to bring a fresh approach to his future rule, differentiating himself from his father, King Charles III. At a public event, William impressed everyone by focusing on the importance of mental health, protecting the environment, and connecting the monarchy with the younger crowd. This shift in priorities is seen as a strategic move to keep the monarchy relevant in today's changing world. Before William's potential rise as king, King Charles and Princess Catherine have been seriously discussing their financial issues.
Camilla shook my hand and was chatting just really friendlily to everybody around. It was just a surreal experience.
Despite a profit increase this year, the costs of keeping the royal family are still causing debates. One major decision was to shift responsibilities that were once handled by Prince Harry. King Charles and Prince William have assigned the management of the Invictus Games to Mike Tindall, a former rugby player and the husband of Zara Tindall, Princess Anne's daughter. Mike Tindall's background in sports and his commitment to public service make him a great choice for this role. To cut down on costs, King Charles has also reduced some of Queen Camilla's duties. This decision has reportedly worried her. During a tough year, King Charles III made another hard choice, stopping the financial help to Tom Parker Bowles, Queen Camilla's son. This move is part of a larger strategy to reduce the monarchy's spending. Even though it's hard on Queen Camilla, it highlights the necessity for financial prudence during tough times. Tom Parker Bowles, a recognized food writer and critic, was born on December 18, 1974, to Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles. He's well known but has largely stayed away from the royal spotlight, focusing on his career in food. Ending his financial support is part of a broader effort to better manage royal expenses. Despite an increase in profits this year, the debates over the costs of maintaining the monarchy continue. The sovereign grant, which funds the official duties of the royal family, has been criticized, mainly for concerns about financial responsibility. Reliable sources say that Queen Camilla has been deeply affected by this decision. Throughout her life, she has consistently supported her children, and the cessation of financial aid is seen as a personal blow. However, such tough decisions are not new. The royal family has a history of making difficult choices to ensure its long-term stability.
I still can't believe that we were all working and carrying on. I know lots of my colleagues thought.
This action is part of a broader plan to ease the financial burden on the monarchy and focus resources on its key members. King Charles aims to enhance the efficiency and modernity of the royal household by reallocating financial resources and duties. Prince William's vision for a stronger, updated monarchy matches these decisions. He is undergoing leadership training as King Charles gradually passes on more responsibilities in preparation for his eventual reign. Experts see this phase as a crucial step towards ensuring a smooth and seamless transition. Prince William is concerned about taking on more duties, especially considering his wife's recent health issues. He emphasizes the need to prioritize his family during these challenging times. Despite these concerns, confidential sources indicate that the upcoming year will be vital for Prince William as he prepares to fully take on the responsibilities of a future king. While Prince William is prepared to accept this sudden role, the Princess of Wales, Catherine, might not be completely ready, and there's a valid reason for that. Why might Princess Catherine be temporarily unable to handle her new responsibilities? Is Prince William's bold move a step towards reshaping the monarchy? Or is there more going on behind the scenes with Camilla and Harry's involvement? Could this be the beginning of a deeper power struggle within the royal family? Tell us what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.